Hey guys. Alright, so I can't wait until month 4 to talk to you guys again. So I'm gonna do an update. I've been talking to more guys again about some different issues, as well as Maggie, my partner. And I wanted to do an update today because she's part of FTM Sweethearts and they're going to be talking about religion. So I kind of wanted to touch on that in my own video before, I don't know, before you heard from just her. I guess I wanted both of our experiences to be out there. So forgive me, I just woke up so I look like absolute shit. And my voice is a lot deeper when I get up in the morning. So, family and religion. I'm going to touch on my personal beliefs, my mom, my dad, extended family. Then I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to try and not make this 20 minutes long, like the last one. But I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about, so bear with me. Okay, so my personal beliefs. I'm a very spiritual person. I do have faith. I used to be like really into Christianity and stuff like that, which I still have. My Christian beliefs. I always will. That's just how I was raised. But I don't regularly go to church. I don't like go to Bible study or anything like that anymore. But I do still have faith, and it is mostly the Christian religion. But what I believe is there's God in everything, even in the gods of other religions, I guess. I just think it's one being. Like, we all talk about God and all these different aspects like Buddha, and I'm not going to name any because it's still too early for me, but I just feel like we're all talking about the same person. So I'm going to leave that at that. And no matter what I've researched, whether it be Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, Judaism, whatever, all I can find is love. That's it. That's all I can personally see. No matter who you are, what you've been through, what you're going to go through, it doesn't really matter. It's all about love. So, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't see it as love, they see it as hate. And that's where we get things like the Westboro Baptist Church. I read something today that the KKK actually said that the Westboro Baptist Church was taking it too far. And I was on Tumblr, and there was this person who commented, and they're like, well, you've gone too far when the KKK has told you you've gone too far. I just found it ridiculous. Anyway, so we're going to move on. Let's talk about my mother. This is an interesting subject for me. I've never been really that close to my mother, just because we've literally almost never gotten along. When I was really young, it was fine, but once I actually started forming opinions of my own and being my own person, we have not gotten along. So I haven't spoken to my mother. At least she has not willingly spoke to me since probably 2 months before Thanksgiving. And that's about the time I came out to her as trans. I told her I was dating a woman and that I wanted to marry her. And she's pretty much stopped talking to me. So we used to talk on a weekly basis at least. I mean, we might go a few weeks without talking, but she would normally call me or send me a text with Bible verses in it, and I would respond poorly, but that's besides the point. So she used to tell me on a regular basis that I was going to hell, all of that neat stuff, that I would have to have an answer for what I was doing. And I was thinking about it not too long ago, and what my answer would be. Like, if she's right and I have to answer for all this stuff, what am I going to say? And I kind of sat there and I thought about it, and I guess I really think that whoever's up there, we're going to say God, but that's my general term, as I said before, made me exactly the way I am. If something made me, which I find hard to believe. But I am exactly the way I'm supposed to be, and I'm becoming exactly the person I'm meant to be. If I wasn't, it wouldn't feel right. That's where most of my mothers and my battles come in. She always wanted me to be the perfect daughter. And I guess I got that from I always had to wear makeup. I always had to fashion my hair in a female style, curl my hair, straighten my hair, whatever. Wear girl perfume and eyeliner, and I like that when I'm doing drag. That's about it though. I don't wear makeup on a regular basis. So, and she controlled literally everything I did. So, the food I ate, the clothes I wore, the music I listened to, the time in which I saw my friends. Like when I was with her, I was not allowed to see people. I was only allowed to see her. Because I didn't say this. For people who don't know me. I forget that you people know me. My parents are divorced. Thank God. But, so like I would come from my dad's house to spend time with my mom. And literally I could not see anybody but her. Or the people she wanted me to see, which were like her friends. The games I played, the books I read, I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter. Literally anything that had any sort of fantasy was not allowed in her house. Pretty much the only game I was allowed to play was, and when I say game, video games weren't allowed. Like, I was allowed to play board games, and that was about it. Card games were fine, pick up sticks, and Monopoly. No internet. When I watched TV, it was for 30 minutes, and then I had to talk to my mother for the rest of the time. Like, literally just speak to her. Or I could read the Bible. That was pretty much it. And this was like when I was 16, 17 years old. Like, 14, 15, 16, around that time. I left her house when I was like 17, 18, because I just could not handle it anymore. Oh, and then, so, I left my mother's house around 18, and I started doing drag and living with my father. And I asked her to come to one of my shows one time, because she would always come to my plays and my musicals and stuff that I would do in school, which was cool. And then, like, my choir concerts and shit like that. But then, the one time I asked her to come to my drag show, she pickets it. That was awesome. Okay, so from going to Trey in Bloomington, my gender therapist, we concluded that my mother never wanted me to be me. She wanted me to be her, which is, I know, like, I don't know, I guess that makes sense. I don't want to be her. One is quite enough. So yeah, that's what we concluded. And recently she left Illinois and left her mother here in Illinois for me to take care of. And I love my grandma to death. I don't want her to think that I don't love her, because I do. And I don't mind taking care of her, but I don't know how you just leave your mother when she's elderly to go to Florida with your husband and retire. I don't get it, but that's just me. Okay, so enough about my mother, because in my opinion, she really doesn't matter anymore. Okay, so my father. I love my father. My father is probably the greatest thing to happen since sliced bread. All of my friends love my father. He's always gotten along with everyone I've ever brought into the house, pretty much, with the exception of very few people. And he really did raise me to be a true gentleman. From very young, 5, 6 years old, treat people with respect, especially women. And I don't know, I don't think he knew that I was gay when I was younger, but just the way that he acted around me towards other women. Like, I don't know if that was just him trying to set an example for himself. Like, just show me that he was a respectful man, and that if he thought I was straight, that's the person I should go for. But he really did, he wasn't teaching me that. I mean, yes, men should respect women. But he was literally being a role model for how I was supposed to treat women. And now that my mother is out of my life, pretty much, it's actually been sinking in. I mean, I've always tried to respect my girlfriends and things like that. Haven't really been that great at it, especially the relationship before this. But this relationship that I'm in now, ever since my mother has left, has made a huge difference. And it's just been awesome. So, we talk several times a week, sometimes every day. And I guess on the subject of transitioning and dating women, he says he doesn't condone it, but he supports me and whatever I do. Whether I choose to marry a woman and become a man or whatever. He loves me, and nothing I ever do is going to change that. That's what he keeps telling me, which I cannot ask for more. He still has an issue with calling me Addison, referring to me as a boy, but that's to be expected. I'm not upset about it. He tries. And when he's talking to Maggie, my partner, he tries to refer to me as Addison and he, which is nice. He also recently told my grandparents that I was dating a woman and that I was changing my name. So that was pretty cool of him to do. He comes to my drag performances at gay bars and supports me, tips other performers. Like, he's fantastic. And to say he doesn't condone it, whatever. And he really helps me out with things that I need, either financially, emotionally, whatever. He's really been supportive of me, and I really could not ask for a better father, a better male figure in my life. Let's do extended family. My mother's extended family is extremely supportive. They don't give two flying fucks what I do. They really just love me and want me to be around, want me to bring Maggie around, which is awesome. And I couldn't ask for a better extended family. But it just does make sense to me because my mom's extended family is 110% fine with whatever. And then you get to my dad's extended family, and most of them are pretty cool with it. My grandparents told my father that they knew I was gay. He didn't really have to tell him, which, whatever. But the rest of them are like, they're iffy. It's touchy. But whatever. Doesn't really make sense to me, but I'm not complaining. So yeah, that's family. Maggie's family. I'll do that before I forget. Her dad is, I haven't met him yet, but, because he lives far away. But from what I hear on the phone when they're talking, he's really cool with it. Very supportive. Wants us to be us. Doesn't want us to change. Just wants us to be happy, which is really awesome. I've always had good luck with dads of my partners, I guess you could say. Which is kind of cool. Mom really loves me too. Maggie's mama. She really does. She comes to visit us quite often, and that's who we spent Thanksgiving with. And her brother's really cool too. We all get along pretty well, so could not ask for more on that, and could not have found a more perfect family. Could not. So yeah, I guess I just feel lucky that I get to experience all of these different things and all of these different families. And all of these different situations. I'm like multiple people. I mean, not like in the crazy up here multiple people thing, but like I get to experience so many things that a lot of people won't. I get to be a boy and a girl. I get to go through positive and negative family shit, personal stuff. I've had, friends that have left because I transitioned. I've been left in relationships because I transitioned. Making the decision to transition was hard, but it is so much more worth it than I ever thought it was going to be. I just never thought I would experience life in this way. I literally, when I started transitioning, I was just doing it for myself. Like, I just wanted to be happy. And I just thought, I'm just going to become a boy, and everybody's going to stop talking to me, and that's just going to be it. I'm just going to have to move somewhere and just become this whole different person. And in a way, I've had to do that on several levels, but in so many ways, I haven't had to. I've had different experiences instead, I guess, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up because I feel like this is getting really long. So if you have anything to say about religion or your family or any of the stuff I've talked about, please comment or video reply. I love video replies when people actually answer stuff. It's really cool. Also, I wanted to put out there, I'd really like to have a guest in one of my videos, another tea guy or a partner. That'd be awesome too. So get in contact with me, and we'll do a video. I don't know what we'll talk about, but we'll figure something out. Also, I think I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon. I've got some binders and some stuff that I want to give away. I want to give back to the guys out there. So reply to me, get a hold of me, and we'll work something out, all right? You guys have a good day, and then I'll see you on month 4 if I don't decide to do another video. Bye.